Welcome. Hello everyone. My name is Tawade Pratiksha B.Sc.II. I am studied in B.Sc. second year from Others Education Society Art Commerce Science College Hingoli. My presentation on Riemann integral. My theorem if f1 and f2 two bounded and integrable function of closed interval a comma b, then their product f1 and f2 are also bounded and integrable closed interval a comma b. This theorem proves f1 comma f2 are bounded. Therefore there exists k greater than 0 such that for x epsilon a comma b, mod f1 of x smaller than equal to k, mod f2 of x smaller than equal to k. Therefore mod f1 of x into f2 of x smaller than equal to k square. Therefore f1 into f2 is bounded. Let p is equal to curly bracket x0 x1 x2 dash xn is equal to b. Be any partition of closed interval a comma b. Let capital Mi dash small mi dash capital Mi double dash small mi double dash mi capital Mi small mi be the bounds of f1 comma f2 and f1 into f2 respectively in delta xi. We have for all x1 x2 in delta xi mod f1 f2 of x2 minus f1 f2 of x1 is equal to mod f1 of x2 into f2 of x2 minus f1 of x2 into f2 of x1 is equal to mod f1 of x2 into f2 of x2 minus f2 of x2 into f1 of x1 plus f2 of x2 into f1 of x1 minus f1 of x1 into f2 of x1 mod f2 of x2 in square bracket f1 of x2 minus f1 of x1 plus f1 of x1 in square bracket f2 of x2 minus f2 of x1 smaller than equal to mod f2 of x2 mod f2 of x2 minus f1 of x1 plus mod f1 of x1 mod f2 of x2 minus f2 of x1 smaller than k mod f2 of x2 minus f1 of x1 plus k mod f2 of x2 minus f2 of x1. Capital Mi minus small mi smaller than equal to k in bracket capital Mi minus small mi plus k in bracket capital Mi double dash minus small mi double dash summation mi delta xi minus summation small mi delta xi less than equal to k in bracket summation capital Mi dash delta xi minus summation small mi dash delta xi bracket close plus k in bracket summation capital Mi double dash delta xi minus summation small mi double dash delta xi. Upper sum u in bracket p comma f1 f2 minus lower sum l in bracket p comma f1 f2 smaller than equal to k up in bracket upper sum minus lower sum plus k in bracket upper sum minus lower sum. Since f1 and f2 are integrable, therefore any epsilon greater than 0 there exists of with norm mu of p smaller than del such that upper sum minus lower sum smaller than epsilon by 2k. Upper sum minus lower sum smaller than epsilon by 2k. Hence, upper sum minus lower sum smaller than k epsilon by 2k plus smaller than plus k epsilon by 2k is equal to epsilon. Therefore, f1 into f2 is integrable. Thank you for watching video.